Lopez. Alderman, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
What can you say about this clash that has been revealed since all of the rioting and the protesting has taken place between African Americans and Latinx community members?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to, and we've seen some of the testimonies, and I've seen it, with my own eyes, of black residents who were harassed and chased out of the neighborhoods. That's not, who we are, and I think that those things, and at least here in our community, as you've seen, have been rejected strongly. The anti-blackness racism has been rejected strongly in our community. We've seen not only one, but two large gatherings of residents for peace, that they have also acknowledged that we do have systemic issues that we must address. And we got to say that I see with optimism our youth have responded with character. They have responded with unity. And I think that's an example for public officials. I think, of course, we've seen the tensions rising as we see our communities starving of resources, starving of relief. And on top of that, we have to deal with the issue of police brutality. Just today, we saw another case, or in the last few days, in Belmont-Cragen, of police officers harassing a family, a black family. These are trying times for our community. We've seen, unfortunately, these bad elements in our community, but we also have to see the unity that is overwhelming. If you look at the large marches across the city, they're calling for unity, but they're also calling for solutions, and they're demanding to our public officials concrete solutions to the severe crisis that we have. They are demanding that we pass legislation to address police brutality. We need a bill for police accountability, and we have it in front of us. We need the political courage and clarity so our youth are not, and our communities are not terrorized, and victims of not only the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, but this pandemic of white supremacy, this pandemic of inequality and systemic failures. And our government needs to act quickly to respond to the needs of our residents across the city. And that's what I'm intending to do, and urging my colleagues and Mayor Lightfoot to take action immediately to make sure that we have these priorities at the next City Council meeting.
It seems like this may have turned, Alderman, when the neighborhood watch groups began guarding streets on their own. Is that accurate, do you think? And is that still going on?
This is no longer going on, of course, and I've seen here at least one neighborhood page, this Pilsen Watch Group, and I condemn this kind of approach to so-called come and guard our neighborhoods or protect our neighborhoods. But all it did, at least 48 hours ago, was create more violence and instigating more violence between communities. We do need, of course, to acknowledge that we have systemic issues, and of course we want to protect our communities. But protecting our communities doesn't mean harassing our black neighbors, harassing black residents who are working in our communities or have businesses in our communities. So of course we have condemned, and our community has reacted strongly. I'm really proud of our community for coming strong with clarity, with courage. I know is that these are really difficult times. In the last 48 hours have been very tough for us, and to see the demonstration of compassion, of solidarity, but also demands that are clear to make sure that we bring relief. And again, as I said, police accountability is our top priority. We urge Mayor Lightfoot, she must act. This conversation has been, she's been delayed for way too long.
Speaking of the mayor, Alderman, let's talk a little bit about the COVID pandemic. We all know that the black and brown communities have been hit the hardest with that. You are a little upset with the mayor because she is spending money on a private organization to work on contract tracing to find out where this COVID-19 pandemic is coming from. But you want that money to be spent on the health department, the public health department here in the city.
Yes, what we need is strong public institutions. The privatization of our government institutions have been going on for way too long under the previous administration, to the point that our government is scrambling to solve the issues that we have at hand. So, of course, we want to make sure that we have a public health department that is fully staffed and is working with our community organizations, with community groups on the ground, and not with private organizations. It's unconscionable that we have, and this is, and for what I understand for experts, when we have a call with experts across the country, We are one of those few cities that continues to make these private deals that put a middleman in a time where we need every single penny in our communities to go to relief, to advocate for our communities to be healthy, to our communities to improve and get out of this deep crisis. But privatizing our services, give more contracts to private institutions and profit from this pandemic is not acceptable. And I urge Mayor Lightfoot to make sure that we fully equip our public health department and connect, find and have a dialogue with our community groups, community leaders that are starving our resources. We have community clinics, we have experts on the field that can guide us, but we do need a strong public health department. We cannot deal any longer with corporations and private entities that are profiting from this pandemic.
All right, 25th Alderman Byron Sigcho Lopez, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for the